And welcome to SEC Network Basketball presented by Pfizer. A fresh sheet of snow on the ground in Lexington, Kentucky here at Rupp Arena as the 17th ranked UK Wildcats get set to tangle with the Vanderbilt Commodores. It is round number 2. Veteran official Pat Adams throws it up, opening tap. Controlled by the Cats and freshman Travis Perry running the point tonight to start for head coach Mark Pope. Injuries continue to be a concern. No Lamont Butler, no Jackson Robinson. Kobe Brea from downtown, and a good start for UK.
Yeah, only took 6 shots against Texas, and Coach Mark Pope and the staff wanted him to take more. He comes right out of the gate with a big three-pointer.
Commodores led by Jason Edwards, Virginia Tech transfer Tyler Nickel, A.J. Hogard from Michigan State, and McLaughlin inside.
Commodores and Kentucky Wildcats face one another. The Commodores came out, had a double-digit lead at halftime. I think it's even more important for them to get off to a fast start here in Rupp Arena.
First time that Mark Pope has utilized this starting 5. First home start for Perry. Carr inside. We did not see Andrew Carr in the first meeting 25 days ago. We see him now early.
Yeah, there's a chance he could be one of their most valuable players. He has rim protection, good size, and the ability to spread the floor.
Edwards lost the handle, recovers in time. Lockton has improved his three-point shooting as we've gone deeper into conference play. Well, Edwards had the ball in a string for a moment. Outside to Nickel, an open look, and he buries it, the Virginia Tech transfer.
Yeah, there was a beautiful fade screen. Tyler Nickel, an efficient three-point shooter. You have to be cautious of where he is at 38%.
Yeah, he hits 3 or more triples. Commodores 10-2 this season. Hit 3 in the loss at Tennessee. Good look to Owe inside, and a chance for 3. But the high-low action.
Well, what Kentucky Wildcat basketball is all about. National championship when he was here, worked his way up, was a tremendous performer at BYU, top 4 or 5 in the Big 12 last year. They have the right guy at the helm for Kentucky.
Stops at Utah Valley, BYU. Edwards off the heel. Mignon, the offensive glass, the pump fake, and the former All-Ivy League performer at Cornell makes it a
position. You see him on Kobe Brea now.
Nearly 3 minutes in, 8-7. Williams with position. Mignon tried to tie him up, and there was
because he has a chip on his shoulder. He coaches like that. He recruits players that have a little one too.
Okay, I was gonna say I'd do a better job if I've got that chip. Sometimes. Williams spots Owe. The hesitation. And Ortega Owe back to the free throw line.
The decision making already much better for himself and his teammates.
Let me ask you this: 2 games. How big of a deal is that for the rest of the guys on this roster?
Well, we're in the SEC, so from a football perspective, imagine your 4th quarterback. That's what Coach Mark Pope is dealing with. He's never had to deal with that before, but this is the end where they have to continue to be better as McLaughlin knocks down that 3-point shot is defensively, because if they get stops defensively, they can get out in transition and just be basketball players.
4th string quarterback, that's great perspective. McLaughlin with a triple. Here's Colin Chandler from downtown in the response. Well, his minutes on the up and up. That's his 4th 3 of the season.
I love that because Ortega Owe penetrates, but oftentimes the score, that time he penetrated the pass.
Backdoor cut, and Mignon the dunk. Wanted the foul, didn't get the whistle.
Beautiful back cut, Ortega.
80 respectively. 15-12, Owe had it stolen by Huffman. Mignon. McLaughlin, and fouled by Carr. Andrew Carr picks up his first.
With getting rebounds and getting out yourself.
McLaughlin has one more. South Carolina, the 3-point play. Help lift the Commodores to that home court. Network also on the ESPN app.
Absolutely must-watch TV. You want guard play, you've got that. Obviously Mark Sears, and here's guard play right here, Kobe Brea. You know, I expect that to be the game in Missouri, Alabama, a complete shootout, which is what it seems like we're going to have here tonight in Rupp Arena, Roy.
Yeah, you got Sears, you got Bates, you got Caleb Grill, got all those 3-point specialists for head coach Nate Oates, and here it's A.J. Hogard driving inside, and it's 18-15.
Yeah, the big body veteran from Michigan State, the transfer. As he goes, so do the Commodores, and His ability to get to the paint is what Coach Mark Byington talked about in their shoot-around today.
Brandon Garrison checking in. Almador left open for a minute, and the Cats red hot from downtown for. He's put up big numbers as of late. MJ Collins off the back iron. McLaughlin hustles for the rebound. And against Brea, they'll swing it around the horn. Collins again. How about the reverse? Boy, took a shot on the head of the. Almador hands it off to Chandler. Gotta go. And the rebound caroms to Collins. Chandler steals it right back. Collins, Chandler. How about that finish?
Young fella. Man that's been off for 2 years. Looks like he's getting a little bit of the rust off of him. And Rupp Arena appreciates it.
23-17. But the pace to start here tonight. Jalen Carey. Hogarth directing traffic on Trent Noah. Tyler Tanner, the freshman. He's been rock solid this season. And the floater splashes home.
Nice. And that's where Travis Perry for Kentucky has to take his biggest strides as a freshman. I noticed that in the Texas game. If you're playing in the SEC and you're a point guard, Travis Perry needs to know they're going to come at him and test him defensively to see if he can keep the ball in front.
Perry got his first start in Austin. Williams going to be fouled.
The challenge that they have, it's an unforgiving league, and in a gauntlet of a league, you've got a team.
Perfect 6 of 6 at the free throw line. And Williams won that battle and claims the rebound.
Grown man basketball down there. The 7-footer continued to hold his ground without fouling.
Tega away. Mid-range is there.
He's a guy that
last couple of weeks. Noah gets more minutes, more points, and he has taken advantage. Edwards, the pump fake, forced up the three and drains it.
He made that same play down the stretch against Zakai Ziegler with about 2 or 3 minutes left to go in the basketball game in their loss at Tennessee. One of the best in the conference at shot faking, still gathering, and knocking down the three.
We'll say it's a long 2 for now. Halfway home in the first. Almador from downtown.
That's the first person Mark Byington.
Already have 5. 11 minutes in. Perry tried to make it 6 and could not.
I like the push here by the Commodores.
Lob to Collins, under control. Nothing easy about that, and it was a smooth finish.
Pretty basketball. They need more of that. The quicker this pace is.
Rebounds.
Sure. They're going extremely small right now. Really was Chris Magnon playing the power forward position.
Hogarth, the runner, and was shoved by Owe.
But one thing that I noticed when we showed our bracketology was the fact that Georgia was out of the league. Oklahoma still trying to get more wins, with wins over the likes of Michigan.
You just spoke of, and that's going to go a long way on Selection Sunday for the Sooners. Too strong for Owe. The Cats have cooled off, 1 for their last 6. Magnon a steal. He averages nearly 2 per game. And McLaughlin lays it in quickly.
And that's exactly what I mean. In this game, that's why I think Coach Mark Pope, he's going to have to run more sets tonight to put his guys in position, because the guys are open. They have advantages. They're just not there quick enough.
Hogarth knocks down Chandler.
Williams did against Jalen Carey earlier.
Hogarth, a physical player. Owe, athletic inside.
Well, Mark Pope is a savant. They work those sets, but once again, in transition, the Commodores trying to get out early.
And Chandler gets the ball back. Against Hogarth, throws it up, and a foul call. Asked that question, I was like, oh, here it comes. I knew how he was going to answer it.
That was seeding, and we're playing for our NCAA tournament lives.
Chandler.
Everyone else is playing better too, so you've got to find a way to win some of these games.
I thought Edwards was shooting, and on the way up, this crew will say he was not. So no free throws. McLaughlin.
Good pass.
To Carey. Well, you mentioned it earlier, grown man basketball into 30. A team that's 17-8, 5-7 in the SEC. Edwards splashes home with a mid-range.
I think Edwards can get anything he wants. If he has the opportunity to face a couple.
35-34. You got Bama, Missouri. Mizzou, they talked about that monster matchup. A slight favorite at home tonight. Owe draws another foul, and is going to shoot 2 more. It's Kentucky against Alabama. Been everything looks great, and so he is all set.
And I think one of the reasons is because they settled. They can shoot plenty of shots from behind the three-point line, but most of the time those percentages go up when you touch the paint first and then spray the basketball out.
Edwards rejected by Owe and slammed out of bounds. And even Ortega loved how that felt.
Well, we talked about the ability of Jason Edwards.
Lockton maintains possession and then gives it up to Brea. Cats by one. Williams finds a way up and in. So Amari Williams with 6 and 5 rebounds.
He and Janai Broom were about the best that I've seen, both southpaws, in going to that right shoulder. If they go to their right shoulder, it's almost a guaranteed basket.
McLaughlin from the corner. That's been his spot. It continues.
Of offensive rebounding. And in the SEC, I don't know if any conference does better at tipping the basketball.
Is that an official stat somewhere, tipping the basketball?
Oh, that's a stat.
Williams, the slam, and the foul.
Now, possessions off of the offensive glass. It's almost like you get rewarded. Devin McLaughlin, he tries to reach on that other side, and absolutely no help that time by Tyler Nickel or Tyler Tanner. Somebody needs to step in there, but it looks like the player.
At Drexel, most Kentucky fans know by now, the CAA defense.
Commodore.
Outside to Nickel. Edwards gets it back after the rebound by Huffman. Jason Edwards, no. Nickel again. McLaughlin, yes! Right before the horn, count the bucket.
And that is the story of the first half.
Kentucky with the first possession of our second half. Williams will feed Carr, picked up by Nickel with a size advantage inside.
There you go.
And Carr makes him pay.
Well, that's got to be all day long. You know, you look at the difference.
About at halftime back in the studio, it's a Vanderbilt team that's led in each of its last 5 games in the second half. Only has 1 win to show for it. Williams back to work. Inside. Powers that one home.
Well, wise of Kentucky on their interior.
Huffman a path. Huffman, no. Williams with the rim protection has been elite tonight. Away.
Can't allow this to get away.
Guard bottled up outside to McLaughlin. 5 to shoot. And here's Huffman on Perry. Bounce pass into Carey. He'll get the bounce himself.
And that's on number 11 in white, Travis Perry, the young freshman. It was really good deep.
Second start and his first at home here tonight. Carr loses the handle to Hogarth. AJ on the run. And Carey blocked by Williams. He'll get it back and respond with a reverse.
Resilience and tenacity. Like bees on honey. I mean, everywhere he goes. AJ Hogarth right there. Look at Devin McLaughlin.
All right, Williams on Carey. Pushes that one up and in.
Strong. Or Amari Williams. I think they can get whatever they want inside.
McLaughlin tries to get it outside and he can't do it. Williams brings home the rebound. I think the other issue for Carey and McLaughlin, remember they were in foul trouble down in Knoxville. That was an issue with Williams taking full advantage. Right?
No doubt. Respect to the AP voters for doing that. Now Missouri has a chance to show the world what they're all about against the Crimson Tide, who will be playing angry tonight.
Carr up and in.
They don't have an answer for those 2 guys. And so if you're the Commodores on the other.
Off the crossover.
Good pass.
Carr. Run for Kentucky. Big Blue Nation stand up. The lead expands. Right? He's been engaged. Vanderbilt without a point in the last 3.5. McLaughlin aggressive, gets the roll. Badly needed bucket.
Yeah, that is a pretty running hook, but it goes back to what we said. He used his speed against the bigger, taller, stronger Brandon Garrison.
Here's Brea. Hogard closed late and paid the price. Brea attacking. Nickel got a hand on it. Ahead to Edwards. And fouled. Almador able to disrupt the layup.
Duke, Texas A&M, I mean, they beat some of the best teams in the nation. So that's what they have to focus on. I think that the Commodores need to pick up the pace of this game, whether that's via
on the SEC Network and the ESPN app.
We talked about it earlier, Kim, multi-national championship, Don Staley, and Coach Vic Schaefer, they're being able to knock off both of those teams.
Edwards inside. I mean, they're two this program. Halfway home in the second, and Kentucky has expanded its lead. There's 1 point at halftime, now at 10.
Good cut.
Away.
First half. This is the matchup that you want if you're Kentucky.
Chandler to Oweh. Here come the Cats again. 64-49. Saturday against Alabama, Mark Pope didn't sound optimistic earlier this week in his radio show talking about those two injuries. Hogard able to sneak past Williams. They're going to count the bucket. And goaltending the call. That right hand of the wrist injury.
Seen our first switch. It looks like a matchup zone now that the Vanderbilt Commodores are playing.
You like that move?
Well, he's just trying to change it up. You got to do something to try to change it up. The way Kentucky's shooting the basketball and taking advantage inside. Woo! Like the help. You see Amari Williams, he's just showing himself.
His presence is extremely large. Mignon a three. Commodores needed that with their 5th triple tonight. Another top 15 showdown. Well, big call on erasing the goaltend. And Nickel tracks down the errant pass. Now Mignon. And a whistle inside. Let's go back and look. I didn't think it was a goaltend in real time.
Oh, Roy, you can't say that now, man.
You're right, I can't.
You said that after the fact. You got to say it when they call the goaltend to say, I think they're going to change the goaltending call at the break.
Brea picks up his first. Carey gets the inbound and the layup. To your point, Lee Cassell came over. And a lot of replays or reviews like what transpired there.
I like the move by Mark Byington. He's going to a zone which you got a couple of freshmen on the floor, so he wants them to become stagnant, a little confused.
Deep three for Perry.
Didn't work, did it? the finish is just as important for both of these teams.
We did ask the question of Coach Byington, how many wins do you think you'd need to go to the NCAA tournament within the conference? Williams, another powerful move.
League that they're playing in.
Carey, beautiful spin.
Oh,
and he dunks it down. Jalen Carey with authority. And the 4th foul on Oweh, so a significant sequence there for a number of different reasons. Him in back in the day, and he's got that build to him. Missed the free throw.
Now, if you're Vanderbilt, we talked about pushing the pace. You've got to add additional pressure, and that's why Mark Byington has gone out of the zone back to man-to-man.
Oweh floats it in.
Too good.
And he comes up with a steal here. Brea off the bounce. Outside to Perry. And the Cats are humming tonight. Kentucky by 20. Collins. And now Carey.
To play better here at home in Rupp Arena, but this is the part that I'm impressed with. Defensively, they continue to improve.
Perry the lob to Garrison. It was intercepted. Almador from downtown. Behind the arc for Hensley. Almanor. Blocked it. Baseball pass ahead, and Tyler Tanner. The layup, 79-58. That'll stop 8-0 run by the Cats.
The change in this basketball game was Kentucky deciding to go inside in the second half. That is what actually opened it up from the perimeter.
That cut to Brea. And women's swimming and diving championships. Florida Gators have won the last 12 men's titles. Under 90 seconds remaining, the Cats win their 7th SEC game. And improved to 7-6 in the process. And it was hard fought tonight. The pace early.
Higher than they've been shooting on the season, about 38% as a team. The players anywhere in the country, their game day environment was simple.
Ton of fun in that one. And again, Alabama and Missouri coming up from Mizzou Arena. And we are done in Lexington.
That's where Travis Perry, I know he wanted to get it to the big man Brandon Garrison, has to be more decisive.
House, they've had success against ranked foes at Memorial Gymnasium this year. That's another one.
As fast as possible without turning the basketball over. 10 turnovers in the
points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. And McLaughlin, the pump fake.
Devin McLaughlin giving all he has. And I thought the Commodores did, but the Kentucky Wildcats back home, inspired, motivated for the state of Kentucky, coming off a tough defeat at Texas. They responded as we would have expected, Roy.
18-8 now on the season, 7-6 in the SEC. Mark Pope and Mark Byington shaking hands midcourt. And the Cats protect their home court tonight in a big way after a big second half. Great environment and a much needed win